Hello and welcome to Morning Coffee with Maddog Merv. It's a little bit chilly this morning. We're in the upper 30s currently, and yeah, I'm going to be out here in the doghouse today because, well, started to drink the coffee, eat breakfast, and I thought this is just too cold for this old man. So here we are. Let's see what's going on the channel today, shall we? Welcome to Morning Coffee. Maddog Merv today.
Got our French roast this morning again.
I wonder I'm a big fat guy. I mean,
And then
holy
they
cow.
I always had a schmear.
So he's probably going for bagels. He's trying to steal.
Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it.
I have no clue.
And I got a bunch of chores to do. Oh, who wants to do that?
So for a shout out, I'd like to go with Revology. I've mentioned them a long time ago, but Revology, oh man, they get some great muscle cars on there from yesteryear that the kind of stuff you'd see at Barrett Jackson, but they tell the story behind these cars, like how they were developed and the special features of them, things like that. There's a Shelby GT 500 King of the Road on there that's just it's so cool. Check them out if you get a chance, you car guys. Revology. Last week we finished up the Great Pumpkin build, and boy, the color combination on that Corvette I just absolutely love. Those side pipes. You know, when you had I didn't, because I for one thing was too poor and too young, but for a lot of the older guys that would get these Corvettes back in the 70s, whether it was new or slightly used, that type of thing, the popular thing to do was to customize it just a little bit for your own wants, needs, whatever you want to call it. Some went radical, some went with some radical paint jobs, and some guys just didn't have that kind of budget because they just blown it all on an expensive Corvette. Well, back then, you know, that was a lot of money, and so just something kind of mild in the way of custom. And one of the quick, real good-looking ways was side pipes. You could, of course, do tires and wheels, which was a very popular thing to do, but I chose to go with the stock rims on it and those Goodyear outline tires. Now, I didn't get them outlined yet. Man, they are labor intensive to outline properly. There's got to be a method to do it quicker, but I don't know it. So anyway, upgraded to some Goodyears, and just those nice stock looking rims. I'll tell you, if it would have been me back in 78, 79, and I had this nearly 10-year-old car, by then the paint would definitely need to be redone. And quite often, no matter what the color was, they would paint it something else. For example, I had a beautiful, I had a 70 Duster. We were pretty sure that it was a 340 car. From the factory, it came in that sublime green, or whatever the Plymouth version of it was. But anyway, it came in that sublime green. My car did have an automatic on the tree, however, and like I say, the small block, pretty sure it was the 340, but again, not 100% sure. Never did look at the VIN tag and all that kind of stuff and decode it. All I know is that when I got it, the engine was about dead, and well, anyway, we never did bring that car back to life. But when it was, previous owner had it, it was a screamer. That's why the engine was bad. Anyway, it was that sublime green, and some people liked it and some people didn't. And apparently the guy that had mine, well, he didn't like that green, and so he repainted it orange, in kind of a burnt orange, and it was good looking, even though the paint was faded by the time I got it. So, and that was in what, 81, 82? Yeah, 81. It had already been repainted and faded. Wow. So it was kind of a thing to do. I mean, very common, repaint it in a different color. So they didn't offer orange in 68 on these things, and well, it would have made sense. If I'd have had it, that's exactly what I would have done. Painted it, put some side pipes on it, called it good. It would have been a beautiful car, especially with that big old engine in it. Oh, man, that would have been nice to have. So anyway, I hope you guys liked that build. Sorry we didn't quite get it completely finished. I ran out of time, to be honest with you, and just ran out of go juice to get those little teeny things finished, because I've got some other projects, as you guys know, that I'm really antsy to get on. So on the Kit Hoarder Stash, we looked at the Cat, which was that 70s, early 70s Cougar kit. Now, I say early 70s because it was an annual kit in 71. Threw a few different parts in it for 72, and maybe changed a few things up for 73. And they reissued it. So, yeah, 71, 2, 3, there you go. It's got some interesting other parts in it from other iterations of the kit. That great big square thing that kind of looks like a big throw pillow or something, or a gigantic parachute, turns out is a gigantic parachute from the 71 annual kit. One of my viewers chimed in and said, yeah, that's from the 71 kit. The interesting thing was, and I think 71 and maybe 72 as well, when they issued the kit, they issued it in a certain colored plastic, kind of already, pre-done up, that I've heard was really neat looking. But anyway, that kit, man, it's got a lot of potential. It builds into a beautiful Cougar. I built a few of them. I've got a few of them posted here on my channel, but it's the extra parts and whatnot that comes with it that really help. And those radial TAs, oh man, they are awesome. I just wish it had better custom rims. I wasn't a big fan of those with the little 5 or 6 or however many holes in them. I just wasn't a fan of those rims. But and the side pipes could be better as well. They will work for some customizing, so that's good. But regardless, it does have some good stuff that is well worth it, and I hope you guys got something out of that as well. This week we are going to be painting the Torino. Yay! At least we're hoping to get it completely finished before the show. That's the problem. Is yeah, I've been working on it. Had to open the hood, had to fix the window pillar, had to pick up the paints that I'm going to use on it, and I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm really having a struggle because on this particular car, I'd love to do the factory correct paint, which I can get from my friend Jameson at Scale Finishes, and it would be nice to have. However, I'm going to go a different route and do one of these base coat with a different colored top coat to get the results I'm after. I've been experimenting with it, and I like the color I've got, but we'll see. Hopefully you guys will like it too. But that's coming up tomorrow on our main show. So this week, I'm going to forego the Adventures in 40K, and I think I'm going to do a little product review. I've picked up a couple of things, a couple of items, model related, that I'd like to show you guys. And quite honestly, with where I'm at with my Warhammer stuff right now, I don't have anything necessarily complete. I mean, I got a lot of stuff complete, but the stuff I'm working on isn't complete. And I don't want to take the time to go through and open up a box of something I've already done and go through that this time, when I've got some really good stuff that I think you'll find interesting when we review it. So we're going to be doing a review this Thursday. Well, it's been, another busy and interesting week here at Mad Dog's place, because I had a good portion of my family vacate. They went on vacation to Orlando. My grandson received a Make-A-Wish Foundation wish, and his wish was to meet Spider-Man in that place in Orlando. Yeah, Disney World. So that's where they went. I'm here by myself with 2 dogs, and they don't know how to handle it they don't know how to handle the lack of chaos, those poor pups. And I've got plenty to do. So I'm doing a lot of modeling, but one of the issues I had this week is my 3D printer broke down. It may have been that I spilled a little bit of, well, I didn't do it. I had a print that failed, and I had a 70 millimeter disc that fell from the build plate as it was up towards the top and hit the vat of resin and splashed it. How I found this out is I take off the top, and I'm like, wow, this is an interesting misprint. And come to find out, the top of it was down in the bottom of the well, but there was resin splattered all over. So I cleaned it up the best I could, at least the best that I had knowledge of at the time. Later on, I started getting some funky noises from the printer, and so I contacted Elegoo, said, hey, I've got this issue going on, and they very, very good with their customer service, got back to me. Unfortunately, you can't call them and talk and just resolve the problem, which would have been nice, but we handled it through email. So I'd get an email every day. Go do this step. Okay, I've done that step. Okay, next day I get another email. So just really slow that way. Otherwise, the customer service was good, and we figured out what was wrong with the machine. It's one of the sensors, and I'm getting a new sensor, but it's going to be a little bit before it gets here. So currently I'm down on printing. So I financed another printer. It should be here tomorrow. That way I can be up and printing again. And you know what? I can always use a second printer because, well, I do a lot of printing, a lot of printing. So anyway, I should be up and running again with that tomorrow. Other than that, it's been a lot of, I had a daughter that moved, and that meant that furniture had to go from one place to another. Some wound up at my place. So I was busy being interior decorator for part of the week and getting things moved around, including down in my building area. So it's been very busy that way. But at least I've been able to get some modeling done. And I'm tell you what, I'm really excited to get this Torino. And I've got my donor kit that I needed for the Baldwin Motion Vega. So we'll be continuing on that one pretty soon. I've got a bunch of cars here that are just lined up, ready to go, and I'm anxious to get on them. So these distractions I get with broken down printers and people moving in and out and all sorts of stuff, they're annoying distractions because I got a lot of stuff to do. Well, folks, happy November. Hope that you guys have a good month this month. Last month for me was absolutely crazy, but it turned out okay. So I'm going to let you guys go. You have the rest of a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow as we paint this 72 Torino. Take care.